Well, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. My name is Eric Fitzgerald Reed, and I am the Vice President of Entertainment and Technology Policy for Verizon. And I am pleased on behalf of our company and honored to join Mayor Young, Tina Hubbard, the Baltimore City Public Schools Chief of Communications, Engagement, and Enrollment, Betty Clark, the Vice Chair of the School Board, and Councilmember Robert Stokes for this exciting announcement today. Our school principals, education leaders, and community, I am here to officially announce that the Baltimore City Public Schools District has been accepted to join the National Verizon Innovative Learning School Program, the education initiative of the Verizon Company and the Verizon Foundation. This is truly a great accomplishment for the City of Baltimore and the education system. Five schools were selected to join the Verizon Innovative Learning School Program. Here at the Baltimore Design School, Graceland Park O'Donnell, Hollowbird Academy Elementary and Middle School, Vanguard Collegiate Middle School, and the Walter P. Carter Elementary and Middle School. These schools now join an amazing network of Ville schools nationwide and will start a new journey to transform in a positive way how students learn and teachers teach in Baltimore Public Schools through the use of technology. Supported by our national nonprofit partner, Digital Promise, Verizon Innovative Learning will equip every student and every teacher at each of our 5 schools with an iPad and up to 4 years of data connectivity as well. This data plan and connectivity is important because we want to make sure that that learning occurs not only inside the classroom, but outside the classroom as well, 24/7. This program will also provide extensive training, support, and the opportunity to engage in powerful learning and teaching that leverages technology, again, 24/7. By bringing the Verizon Innovative Learning Program to Baltimore City Public Schools, we are addressing barriers to digital inclusion by providing free technology, access, and a next-gen technology-infused curriculum that transforms the students' learning experience. We believe that this new partnership will help prepare Baltimore City educators to more effectively use technology in the classrooms and also enable students to develop the skills, knowledge, and capabilities to thrive in this digitally connected world. In 2012, Verizon made a commitment to help foster digital inclusion nationwide through our transformative Verizon Innovative Learning Initiative. Since then, we have brought this program to hundreds of schools across the nation. And now we are using the power of technology to transform education and student learning. We are very proud to announce now that Baltimore City Public Schools is part of this amazing Verizon Innovative Learning Program. And we are excited about the brighter future for the program and that we're going to be creating for our students and our teachers right here in the city. As a result of this program, we know students will be impacted and inspired and engaged more in school and will be prepared to have better lives for themselves, their families, and their communities. Now, I am honored to introduce Baltimore City Mayor Jack Young, who is here today to celebrate us and our accomplishment with Baltimore City Public Schools and joining the Verizon Innovative Learning Program. Thank you.
A little tight squeeze here. There's a little tight squeeze up in here, but I think we can make it. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Y'all can do better than that. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right, first I want to acknowledge Councilman Robert Stokes, the councilman of this district, Eric Reed, the Vice President of Verizon, Tina Hubbard, the Chief of Communication, Engagement, and Enrollment for Baltimore City Public Schools, Zahara Valentine, the principal of the Baltimore Design School, Graceland Park principal, is it Johanna Malali? Did I say that right? Okay. Hollenberg Academy Principal Stephanie Novak, Vanguard Collegiate Principal Esther Wallace, Walter P. Carter Principal Brandon Pinckney, and of course our students, faculty, and staff. And at the core of our discussion about improving educational opportunities and outcomes for our children is the importance of equity. Now, I know some people are throwing around equity a lot these days. It's the new sexy word to use. But for everyone that doesn't know, simply put, equity is defined as the quality of being fair and impartial. That is why we are here today, and that is why my administration is committed to across Baltimore City. We need to know students need to achieve and succeed in schools. We just have failed to make the resources, tools, and supports available to all of our students. The students in schools we shortchange the most are often those with the least resources and the greatest need. As many of those students in schools are right here in our city. 96% of the schools in Baltimore City meet the threshold for concentrated poverty. Our fight in Annapolis this legislative session isn't just about more funding for schools across Maryland. It's really about funding all schools equitably. I'm grateful to Verizon Innovative Learning Programs because this initiative provides students with the greatest need, the digital resources that are required for a 21st century education. Thank you, Verizon, for recognizing there are too many children across the country who lack the technology and the skills to succeed in today's digital economy. By launching the Innovation Learning Program, students in schools in Baltimore will now have access to the technology and next generation learning opportunities to be competitive and successful. We are so excited that every student and teacher at Baltimore Design School, Grayson Park O'Donnell Heights Elementary Middle School, Hollenberg Academy Elementary Middle School, Vanguard Collegiate Middle School, and Walter P. Carter Elementary Middle School is receiving an iPad with internet access in school and at home. Thank you again to Verizon for including Baltimore in the Innovative Learning Program. And thank you for everything you are doing to level the playing field for our children nationwide. We really, truly appreciate it. Students, can we give Verizon a hand? And at this time, Councilman Stokes have a resolution that he would like to read, and I will give him this opportunity, and I'll turn the program back over to you, Aaron.
I think we can go right to.
Oh, okay, right to the councilman.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
We'll tell you over here, Mr. Mayor.
Yep.
You should lose some weight. Just joking.
First of all, I want to thank God for being here today, but I actually want to thank Verizon for reducing the digital divide here in the community. Also want to thank the great principal, the vice principal, and her staff here because they do a wonderful job here at the school for the students. To the students, you are only of 5 schools that have this opportunity to learn everything you can and take it outside of here and teach some of your friends what you're doing. That's how you spread it. So you have a great opportunity because I think you have 4 schools. I have 11 more. I like for Verizon to do that in the 12th district. So I'm glad to be here. I think this is a great opportunity, and I just want to read a resolution from my office. The City of Baltimore resolution, be it known to all, that the City Council of Baltimore offers its sincere congratulations to Verizon Innovative Learning in recognition of you launching this exciting partnership with Baltimore City Public Schools and investing in our future leaders of tomorrow. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented this 4th day of February 2020, signed Councilman Stokes. Congratulations. Please take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you.
For looking at me and giving smiles at me. Why do more people popping up?
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for that quick turnaround. That was fast. Good morning. I am Tina Highcupboard, Chief of Communications, Engagement, and Enrollment at Baltimore City Public Schools. I'm so excited to be here today this morning to kick off this wonderful project and to officially thank our new partners from Verizon and Digital Promise. I want to welcome Mayor Young and Councilman Stokes to the team from Verizon. Having you all here to launch this program makes today even more special. In early fall, several of our schools were looking to bridge the technology access gap, applied for Verizon Innovative Learning Schools program. The application was rigorous and required a vision and dedication to ensuring that all students have the tools they need to be successful. In early December, we learned that 5 schools, as we said earlier, Design School, Vanguard, Walter P. Carter, Grace O'Donnell Heights, and Holabird were all approved, and will partner with Verizon Digital Promise to get Chromebooks for schools and true equitable access to digital resources. The digital divide is real. For years, we thought about it as access to devices. The fact that students are living in under-resourced communities were less likely to have access to devices at home and school. New research is even more concerning. It tells us that when students in under-resourced communities have access to devices, they're often not used to support learning and are used more for entertainment. City Schools recognizes this, and we will work hard to ensure this is not the case for our schools. That is why we are so excited this partnership with Verizon Digital Promise. These partners bring with them not just access to devices, but also the experience and best practices for how schools use these devices to ensure that students are connecting with the academic content in deep and meaningful ways. This partnership brings incredible resources that Digital Promise and Verizon can provide. Devices with 10 gigabytes per month so they can be used at school or home. Professional development and coaching are provided to ensure that teachers are using the devices to provide activities that promote collaboration and creativity. Coaching and mentorship. Collaborations with other districts, we can learn and share best practices together. And access to research to help identify what works and replicate it with other schools. I want to thank our Office of Teaching and Learning and the Office of Media and Tech for their work on this partnership. And I'm thrilled to be able to be a part of this program and to be able to support the project. And I'm very excited to officially welcome Verizon and Digital Promise into the City Schools family. I am confident this project will give the students the tools that they need and success to thrive in the 21st century. Thank you.
How you doing? I got a public service announcement. I forgot one very serious public service announcement. How many of y'all know about Census 2020?
Thank you.
Census 2020, where everybody in Baltimore City have to be counted. That's $1,800 per person, okay? And that's a lot of money. So when you go home, make sure you tell your parents how important it is to fill out the census forms, okay? Everyone must be counted. We lose representation when we're not counted. Baltimore's clout and Annapolis have dwindled because we've been undercounted because everyone don't want to be counted. The government already know who you are. They know where you are. So just tell your parents to fill out those forms so we can collect that money. We need it for schools and all kinds of social programs that we have in the city of Baltimore. So please impress upon your parents the importance of filling out the census and counting everyone in the household. Okay.
City Schools will be sending out information.
Oh, and city schools will be sending out information in a couple of weeks, okay? Okay, y'all? All right, thank you. All right. Any questions? Thank you.
Oh, is it Chromebooks or iPads? Sorry.
Chromebooks.
Thank you.
Good morning, and thank you everyone for coming. This is an extremely exciting day. I am Lydia Logan. I'm the Executive Director for the Verizon Innovative Learning Schools program nationally. We are in 172 schools currently. We are adding 100 this coming year. Baltimore is in that group, and then we'll be adding another 100 the year after. So we will be in 372 or more. Verizon has been extraordinarily generous, investing hundreds of millions of dollars and extending the commitment every year. So it would not be surprising to me if we end up in more than just those schools. This is very exciting. I live in the state of Maryland. I live in Montgomery County, so you all are just up the road, which means you'll be seeing me often, I hope. I'd also like to recognize Sean Wilson on my team, who will be working closely with you here. Our partners at Verizon have been very committed to the future of education, the next generation, making sure that there's equity, diversity, and inclusion, and this program is a major part of that. Today we'll have a panel of teachers and principals. You'll hear from one of our schools in Montgomery County in the program this year, and hear from some of the teachers here, thinking about what this means for them. But first, I'd like to recognize Mario Acosta-Velez, who is the Government Affairs Director for the area, and he's going to come up and say a few words. Or I should say, my first question is to Mario.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes, let me invite our teachers and principals up. So we have Coach Chow from our school at Argyle Middle School, Montgomery County, Principal Ulrich from the same school, and then I think Principal Valentine we've already recognized. But here she is. So let me start here with Mario. We have an illustrious panel. We have an amazing group here, and so many people who want to be involved. We'll try to keep this short, but want to make sure that you get a little flavor for what this means for schools and students. So first to Mario, tell me a little bit about why this is so important to Verizon and why you all are in this and so committed to this program.
Great. Thank you, Lydia. And good morning, everyone. Good morning to Baltimore City Public Schools. And I just want to say congratulations to all the students. Congratulations to the school system and to the educators and the community who have helped develop this amazing school district. And together you accomplish this important effort for the school system. And we are extremely proud to continue to be a strong partner with the Baltimore City Public Schools and the Baltimore City overall. So why is Verizon involved in this program and in this effort to transform education? And it is an essential part of our commitment to enhance education, to enhance digital inclusion across all the diverse communities that we serve, not only in the state of Maryland and here in Baltimore City, but in the nation. And something that I would like to say to kind of capture the essence of this initiative called the Verizon Innovative Learning Program is that, just to give you a sense of the importance of this effort, is millions of American students today lack access to technology and the skills they need to succeed in a digital world. As Eric mentioned earlier, and you mentioned as well, since 2012, Verizon started this transformative Verizon Innovative Learning Program that will equip students and schools with technology to enhance your hands-on learning, not only in overall subjects, but especially to encourage you to learn and engage more in STEM fields and subjects and careers. We believe that through this program and this investment that our company is doing across the United States and here in Baltimore City, we will transform the way you as students learn in the classroom and outside of the classroom and at home. How you will engage your friends, your parents, your community to not only understand the importance of education to you as students, but the importance of an enhanced school system for the entire city. One of the main commitments of Verizon is to enhance workforce development through digital inclusion. And this is an integral part of that commitment that our company has embraced as part of our innovative learning program. And for many years, Verizon has been a strong community partner here in Baltimore City, and this particular investment in this program is an extension of that commitment, of why we believe that Baltimore City is not only an amazing city, but its school system is extremely important, and we want to invest in making sure that this system is not only strong, but it helps create a better future for all of you students, and also for the educators who will also go through this program and enhance the way they will use technology to enhance the learning for the students and the communities. So that's basically why we're doing this. Verizon is a champion on not only education in general, but specifically on STEM education. And we see this program as a way to enhance that commitment.
Thank you, Mario. So Principal Valentine, you had to have a strong vision in order to be selected as one of our schools in our new cohort. Would you like to talk a little bit about how you think this program is going to help you achieve the goals you have for the school?
Great question. Well, we are a CTE school that has 3 pathways. We have architecture, fashion design, and graphic design. The majority of our population, over 95%, are African American, but only 5% of our students show up in those pathways across the world. And so again, our goal is to make sure that we advocate for our youth, but to also diversify the fields that we offer here and across the world. And so this is an opportunity that actually aligns perfectly. I feel like I sent Oprah a postcard and she sent it to Verizon, and we're here. So it feels beautiful. Our students are excited, our parents are excited, our board is excited. I'm excited. Our teachers are excited. But I think what's really amazing, and the reason why I placed myself in between two teachers, I am nothing without my team, without my staff. And so I have two amazing teachers, one who advocates, both who advocate tirelessly, but one who said, Ms. Valentine, our students deserve technology. And then another teacher who's like, look, I'm going to go out and crowdfund to get us some computers. So the universe aligned itself, and it just so happened that you both got your wishes, but our kids got their wish, and the wish that they deserve. So we're extremely grateful, and we're proud. So thank you for being here, and thanks for selecting us.
Thank you. Well, next, I am going to go to your two teachers. You two can decide who goes first, but I talked to you a little bit when we were sitting down about what we've seen in other schools. I'd love to hear a little bit about what comes to mind. What are your hopes and aspirations for the kinds of things you can do? How you think this will change teaching and learning in your classrooms?
So I'm, of course, really excited that we'll have these devices and this access, because it feels like we're bringing the world into our classrooms. But I think the most exciting part about it is actually that we're bringing you guys to the world. There's been this narrative on the news and the media about what Baltimore is and what young people from Baltimore behave like, look like, sound like. And these devices are going to give you the tool to define what that narrative becomes. I'm just excited to share you guys with the world.
Great, thank you.
I'm truly grateful for the access to entrepreneurship that our students will be able to get. So in the same lane of teaching them how to use these to grow their own businesses, to teach their families to grow their own businesses. This is an art school, so we have a lot of students who are naturally innovative, and so to be able to give them the technology that will give them that access is the most wonderful aspect of this, but it's super bittersweet because, in my opinion, 5 is not enough. I think that Verizon is a company that can leverage a lot more for our city. They still go home to siblings that go to different schools. They have parents in different spaces. We need parent workshops that teach our students how to be digital citizens. And so I was asking you and picking your brain about what you're already doing so that I could think about what else needs to be done as I stand here and use my voice on behalf of our students. So I'm asking for more because I know that there's always ways to get more. So thank you, though. Thank you so much.
And we do have we will have applications open for cohort 8. We do have a lot of schools that have seen increased parent engagement. And many of our schools are large English language learner populations. Some of the parents may or may not be English speakers. They've been able to use translation programs on the devices so parents can better understand what the school is doing, what their students are doing, opportunities for themselves. As parents, as citizens, or they may aspire to become citizens, or what kinds of opportunities are available in their communities. So these are devices that go home with students, but they are also, because they have this 10 gigabyte per month data plan, available to help other members of the family learn and grow and take advantage of what's available. It also means, just to get back to your parent engagement question for a second, we have schools where the parent works or is not available for any reason to come into the school during the school day, but they can now do video conferences with teachers after hours or at set times. So we've seen much more engagement because now it's not something that has to happen from, 8 to 3. It can happen any day of the week, any time of the year, any time of the day. So I encourage you to think broadly about how you engage your school community and your school families. And so now I will turn to two people from one of our new schools in Montgomery County who drove up here to be with you and talk a little bit about what it's been like in the first year and what changes you've seen. And it was mentioned earlier that as part of the program, I want to make sure you understand this is not a device contribution program. There are a lot of those around. This is not one of them. That is only a part of what we do and what we believe in. We really believe that without great teaching and learning, technology is not going to do anything to help you. So it has to lead with a great vision, with a strong leader, with engaged teachers, with good, solid, foundational, instructional pedagogy and vision, and the technology will then enhance what schools are doing. So I want to make sure that this is, no one walks away from this thinking, oh, this is all about kids being in screens all the time. It is not. We don't believe in that, we don't promote it, and we never will. This is about using technology to leverage great teaching and learning. So you all can speak to that and what it's been like. We subsidize a learning coach in every school so that there's on-site support for every teacher. And Ms. Chow is the coach at Argyle, and we have Principal Ulrich. So Ulrich, would you like to talk a little bit about what this year has been like?
Absolutely. So good morning, and thank you for inviting me, and it's so great to see just the excitement on student faces and staff faces. About a year ago, we were in the exact same place, right? And just really getting that energy up and the excitement up around the devices. So for us, it has really changed the game. It's really changed how instruction looks within the classroom. It changed how we communicate with our students. It changed how I communicate with the students. Our devices are being used to do everything from what you see here around video, you talked a little bit about digital designers in this building. We're doing a lot of that kind of thing within the classroom. It's really changing how students are showing what they actually understand. There was a time where if you were writing reading a book and you had to do a book report, now students can actually create a website using the devices. They can actually create a video using the devices, all showing how they actually understand what they're reading. So the technology is really changing the game for us. It's also changed how we connect with our community, right? And I heard the concern around parents. One of the things that will happen is that every parent will be engaged through the process. So as students get their devices, we're actually engaging each of the parents around digital citizenship. And we saw this as a great opportunity to connect with our families. Our school specifically is about 70% Latino, lots of English language learners within our building. We're about 75%, 80% free and reduced meals. So within our building, it's been difficult to stay connected with our parents. We've used this as an opportunity and a tool to do that. So we're really, really excited just about where it is now, but just looking at where it can be in the next couple of years has really made me excited. And I'm also excited that we have other schools in Maryland that we can actually connect with and learn from as well. So thank you.
Hi everybody, good morning. I'm really excited to be here today as well. I work with Mr. Ulrich at Argyle Middle School in Montgomery County, and this is our first year in the program with Verizon. And as a coach in the building, one of the things that has been really exciting for me to see is how the tools that we have with every single student and every single staff member have helped us communicate. And I think Verizon being a communication company, you can't overstate the value of being able to communicate your ideas to others and collaborate in a way that really develops ideas. So one of the things that I've been really excited to see in our school is our devices used for that collaboration and communication. Like Mr. Ulrich said, traditionally students go to class, their teacher teaches them a lesson, and then you do some sort of a homework assignment or project, and then that shows that you understand. Maybe you take a quiz. But now we're kind of rethinking that whole process. Instead of the teacher being the one that gives kids all the information they need, now the teacher is able to use technology to facilitate learning. You guys already know a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of times when it comes to technology, you know more than the adults. And so it's a great partnership in learning when students can help teachers think about what's going on in the classroom, and then we can see that even extending, bringing the school outside of the school building. We have our students who are able to create podcasts. They can meet up with a friend after school to work on a project, and they don't have to worry about, can we get to the library before it closes because we need the computer? They can get together wherever they want and work together. They don't even have to be in the same room. So how we communicate and collaborate with each other at Argyle is really changing. And it has not been easy because there's always going to be challenges in the first year, but I'm super excited that we're not done with our journey and that we're going to continue this for the next many years, for as long as we're able to, because I really think that the way we are teaching our youth is changing, and that's such a good thing, and we need to stick with it because it's not easy, but it's really worth it. You guys deserve it.
Thank you. So our schools are with us for a minimum of 2 years. The majority of the schools extend that partnership through one additional application process to a 4-year partnership. There is data year-round the whole time for all of the devices. And so we have schools that are doing innovative summer programs, things over the holidays, weekends, evenings. It really does remove the confines of the school building and reimagine where, when, and how learning can look and where it takes place. I'm going to give Mario the last word, and then we will roll a video from one of our schools in Jefferson County, Kentucky. It was a little more advanced with their journey, and you can see how this has really changed the way they do things in their building and what it could look like. We really think that sometimes it's hard to dream big if you don't even have an image of where you can go. So we like to show you the bright spots, right? They're not just islands of excellence. We have them all over the place. And this is just one example. So, Mario?
Thank you. I just want to say we are extremely excited about this new partnership and what it means to all of you as students, to the school educators, and to the school community. Just want to talk to you students and let you know that this is about you and about your future. We're going to bring technology to the schools. You're going to be able to use those amazing equipment, amazing devices, but it's not about the devices. It's about your future. It's about how to prepare you to enter the workforce with the skills that you need to succeed. Once you start looking at the careers of the future, whether they're in STEM and in other fields, that you feel that you have the opportunities to grow, to learn, and to prepare, like everybody else around the United States, that you have the same opportunities through the use of technology and this amazing program, the educators, and how Digital Promise and Verizon Learning will equip the schools and help those educators to create a better future for you. But we want you to envision that future yourselves, to look at what is possible, the careers that you want to achieve for you and for your families. And this program will help you get there. And thank you, Lydia, and thank you, Digital Promise, and thank you, Baltimore City Public School, for this new partnership.
Hi, I'm Ryan Rudovsky, principal at Olmstead Academy North. We're a middle school in Jefferson County, grades 6 through 8, all boys, about 650 students that come from over 40 different countries and 20 different languages. I'm very proud in a very short period of time have built the top-notch engineering, robotics, mechanical engineering, virtual and augmented reality program in the state. And we have also gone one-to-one technology with iPads for our students in a partnership with Verizon. It's been a really great journey. This past year, we were able to secure the grant with Verizon Innovative Learning that brought each one of our students and instructional staff members their own iPad, and just as importantly, the professional learning and development in order to incorporate those devices into the classroom.
I love that we are educators that see the whole of our child. We see them not just as this certain type of reader, as this certain type of learner, but again, like who they are as individuals and who they are as members of our community.
Well, with iPads, it's been a dramatic change, as my reading teacher would say.
Honestly, everything changed because I'm usually used to having like paper and pencil, but that would always result in me getting confused and losing things that are important. But with the iPads, I never have that problem because it's all organized.
It's really allowed me to create more projects that I can give instruction for and examples and models and do the how-tos and the whys in the classroom, but a lot of the production happens outside, which was something that was absolutely not possible before. The real tool is kind of opening kids' eyes up to world events, having them exposed to doing their own research, using the technology in all sorts of projects that I've created, and not just typing their answers on a form rather than handwriting them.
My favorite project so far this year has actually been taking the students and making them in charge of our social media. So they take out the iPads and they go around and they film cool activities going on in the school. And I created a team drive on Google, and the students actually started a Google document with questions and who they wanted to interview, and they were leaving each other notes and they were assigning each other tasks. So all completely driven by students. I just set up the bare bones of the project, and then they went in and they started working together to actually get this done. And I think that's something we don't see often in these schools, where kids are excited about the learning and they want to keep going.
I can see that the kids are being a lot more innovative, which is really exciting just to see the different things that they're able to create with their iPads. They're so used to pencil paper tests. Now they can make videos, they can make PowerPoint slides, they can do all sorts of writing, they can draw, and so it's just giving them other options, other ways to show what they know.
I feel like it's helped me by giving me access to things that help me learn in the way that I like to learn.
How it's different with the iPads, well, it gives us more resources to use while we're doing projects and classwork.
Nearpod, Pear Deck, let the kids be more owners of their own learning because it physically puts it in their hand. I could not imagine not teaching with the iPads at this point, or some sort of technology. It has allowed me as a teacher to do so many new and exciting things. It's increased our pace. I honestly don't know how I did it before, so I don't know if I'd ever be able to go back to teaching without technology.
Thank you. Again, this is just one story. Those are some of our schools in Kentucky. As I mentioned, we're all over the country. We have a virtual community online, so all the teachers, principals, coaches, IT, district leads can get into that community and connect with others around the country on similar interests, projects, ideas, and a big part of that is also publicly available for people in other schools who want to take some of those ideas and implement them where they are. I'd just like to close by saying thank you. And again, this is about you all, right? We're doing what we want to do. This is about helping you do what you want to do and what you want to become. And we've all lived through the transition from sort of pre-technology to a world where that's part of every single day. Many others in this room will remember, right, when a home computer was $2,000 and only a few people you knew had them, and now everyone has some sort of a smart device, a phone, whether it's your video game, your digital games, everything's connected. We're in a connected world. And so making sure that you all are connected and are able to take advantage of that connection and that you don't have limits that are artificially put on you is why we're all here. So once again, I'd like to thank our elected officials who are here, our principals, our teachers, and most of all, you all, the students. You're what makes this exciting work. Thank you very much. Stacey Davis. We look forward to great things from Baltimore City Public Schools.